Hello everyone and welcome to Mr. Mo Dynasty. It's episode 38, and as we continue in the month of August, we're going to eventually match up against the Twins in a classic pitching duel.
We are on to August 4th at 55 and 58. Maybe the dreams of wild cards in our future might be a little out of focus now. We have won 2 of our last 3 and 3 of our last 4, but that was a rough stretch there at the end of July. However, we are 55 and 58, and let's move on. This is an event for August 4th, and it says roll D30. I did, and I got a no event, so we're going to simulate the day. Hopefully get a win here. Freelander Baroa, can he get a win? He does not. Take the loss. 4-5. That's unfortunate. Like how Jordan Sprinkle's hitting right now. 285, 2 for 4 day. Colson Montgomery, 2 for 4 day. Wilson, 2 for 4 day. He's up to 272. The professional hitter is back. Jason Dominguez, 1 for 4. He's up to 237. And Carter, 0 for 4, down to 215. One of our new acquisitions. I mean, this whole outfield is revamped. Ivan Melendez, 2 for 4 as well. So 10 of our hits. 10 hits, and we have 8 of them come from 4 people. Sprinkle, Montgomery, Burleson, and Melendez. Montgomery at home run. Unfortunately, Freelander Bro goes 4 2/3, gives up 10 hits, 4 runs. Still has a 3.82 ERA though. How about Jonathan Heasley? 3 1/3, only gives up 1 run. His ERA is solid at 3.08. We do take the loss though. We dropped to 55 and 59. Moving on to August 5th. And it says, roll D8. I did. I got a GM event. It says GM philosophical push. The GM is pushing a short leash tendency. For each number your manager favors short leash, add a D10 to your GM approval rating. Finally, some good news, because we are a short leash manager. And instead of subtracting a D10 for being long leash, we are actually short leash. This is good. Now I'm rated 3 on the short leash scale, so I actually could roll 3 separate D10s and add that to my low 4 rating for GM approval. I did roll the 3 D10s and got a 14 total, so we go from 4 general manager approval rating up to 18. So finally some good news for our Sox. This is a simulation game though. Let's see if we can win the series against the Marlins, who are a worse team than us, so we should be able to win this series even though it is in Miami. We're going to have an injury. That's one of our top prospects in the doubles. Sebastian Walcott. A lot of people like that prospect. We do get to win 3-1. Let's see how it happened. Blair went 1 for 5. 2 walks for Evan Carter. 1 for 4 for Burleson. 1 for 5 for Dominguez. 1 for 4 for Clifford. 2 for 2 for Sprinkle, who's now batting .444. Is Jordan Sprinkle the secret weapon for this team in August? They also have a stolen base. So Grant Taylor went 5 innings, gave up 1 earned run, so great job, Grant Taylor. Wantz gets the win, the scoreless inning. Paredes gets a hold, Tata gets a hold, Curtis gets his 4th save, now that he is our new closer. Great to see that. And we do get the series win against the Marlins. And now we're going to we're going to August 6th. Next, and this says manager event, and it is manager old school versus new school. Select a random MLB positional player, then using the chart to see how you edit their stats based on your coaching philosophy. So this is old school versus new school, and I am an old school 3, which basically means I am trading power to get contact. So the old school people put the ball in play was kind of their thought process. So I am going to get to add a D6 to both contact right and contact left, but also lose D6 power from left and power from right. And I rolled and got 5th infielder. So we have to look to see on our bench, who would we consider to be our 5th infielder? That's a great question. So this is our backup catcher. And I would say Von Brown is our 4th outfielder. And then you'd probably say with this bench right now, Sosa is your 4th infielder. Baldwin is your 5th infielder. and Ryan Ward would be considered your probably your fourth outfielder, Von Brown your fifth outfielder. Yeah, so this would be Brooks Baldwin. Shocking. Brooks Baldwin's going to get some upgrades. So I rolled the D6 contact to gain. Power gets left, power gets right, and I got a 4. And then for the power lost to left and right, I rolled a 2. So we're going to up, and this is interesting. Brooks Baldwin is up to a 70. Now, let's see how this impacts his development. All right, he is a 70, 25-year-old. Okay, so we're going to go to his attributes, and we're going to boost his contact by 4 on both sides. 1, 2, 3, 4. His contact by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. But he's going to drop in power 2 at each one, which I'm okay with. He's not meant to be a power hitter. Put the ball in play. Let's see what this affects his overall. Will it stay the same? He actually goes up a point to a 71. So the legend on this channel, Brooks Baldwin, continues to climb in development. As we look at these bars, I mean, most of them, other than durability and speed, have those drop. But look at power; it's dropped 1 there. But overall, look at these stats. Big boost in the stats of Brooks Baldwin as he continues to make himself a part of this team. And moving forward, I definitely want Brooks Baldwin on this squad. I know the 184 average, it doesn't say a lot, but I think there's untapped potential there, and he's had a lot of great moments so far for this channel. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the next day. That was off day. Okay, let's go ahead and fix. We have things we need to fix. Yeah, let's go ahead and fix the AA lineup, and then I'll be back. Okay, we're back. I took care of that, and we are at 56 and 59, and we have a 3-game series against the Twins in Minnesota before a 6-game homestand against the National League East Braves and Nationals. So we have a roll D20 and see what happens, and I rolled a D14 or a 14 and got a play full game, and this is worth a D20 in expenditure probability rating. So the stakes a little high for this game as far as EPR. Now, granted, we don't have a lot of money to spend, but remember this number does carry over. So we want to see a victory here and see if we can't claw back into the wild card mix. Let's see how far back we are right now. We are only a game and a half back. I mean, so it's not out of the realm of possibilities. Fortunately for us, the American League this year, that third wildcard spot is a 500 team. So we are in this. Now, granted, there are a lot of teams. I would even argue that the Tigers are definitely in this at 3.5 back. So anybody is still in this from the Tigers up. Athletics and Astros probably a far cry away from getting there because there's just so many teams to overcome. But if you look at this, this is very doable. And we are going up against the Minnesota Twins who probably are going to win our division, although the Guardians are still right there, and the Royals are the downside shot. But if we want a chance, these are the kind of games we've got to win. And we are going up against the formidable Pablo Lopez, although his ERA this year doesn't suggest that he is formidable. We're going to give them the best we've got today as we go to Minneapolis. We're going to give them the cannon, Jonathan Cannon. And as far as our lineup goes, we've got Blair leading off, Carter batting second, Melendez third, Burleson fourth, Dominguez fifth, Clifford sixth, Montgomery seventh, Teal eighth, and Jordan Sprinkle ninth. Now, does Jordan Sprinkle deserve to get moved up? That is the question. Maybe take some pressure off Evan Carter a little bit. So let's move Sprinkle up to 2. And we'll put Carter at the 6 spot. Okay, let's do that. Okay. We will go that route. So we've got 2 rookies, Jamie Blair and Jordan Sprinkle batting second and first. We have the Rule 5 catcher, or Rule 5 player in Melendez. A lot of moving parts here in Chicago as we're trying to piece this thing together at 56 and 59. But 500 is the third wildcard spot. Let's see what we can show here. Jonathan Cannon, dominant of late. Can he keep that going? Let's find out. Excuse me, it's my first game back. The show since I took my week-long trip to Texas, where I had a great time there in Corpus Christi. So I've had a couple of days off here from the game and back. Probably a little rusty, but hopefully the time off will do me some good. And we're taking on Pablo Lopez, who features the four-seamer, sweeper, circle change, 12-6 curve, and sinker. 5-pitch mix. Very good pitcher. ERA not really showing it this year. Jamie Blair hitting .272 for us. And I am definitely behind on that first pitch. Coming back from my week-long vacation.
That's a ball. 2-2 now.
It's down to 2-2. Like this new look outfield from the White Sox, and that ball was crushed. My first home run, Jamie Blair. My first at bat back from vacation, and I hit a perfect home run. And that's only Jamie Blair's third home run of the year. Yeah, Coach Mo's liking it. What a hit. Nice job, Jamie Blair. 427 to center field. Into the grass it goes. 1-0 lead. And here is Jordan Sprinkle. He's going to take that to make a full count. Look at that. Over 1,000 OPS in his limited time he's been up. I think the fastball's coming. Oh, he went with a 12-6 curve. Good pitch. I think that would have been a strike even if I hadn't swung. Yeah, bad PCI placement. All right, Ivan Melendez. Oh, he went with that 12-6 curve again, or the sweeper. He hit it pretty well, but the wrong spot of the field. 2 away. Did hit 95 XV. Here's the hot hitter on the team right now, Alec Burleson, up to 273, 8-game hitting streak. This is what we wanted. When we made the trade, we traded away Luis Robert Jr. This was the piece that we wanted to come through. And it looked rough early on. But finally, Alec Burleson is starting to show, not here though, but show his ability to hit. Jamie Blair, lead-off home run, and we take an early 1-0 lead. All right, Jonathan Cannon, show your stats. 8-8, 2.83 ERA, a 1.14 WHIP. What a phenomenal job Jonathan Cannon has done as our ace this year. By the way, I think these City Connects are nice for the Twins. I like the color combo. All right, Jonathan Camp. How are we going to get Luis Renifo out? Hitting .315.
2 balls, 2
That's
strikes.
not going to do it. Let's try the cutter.
We got a full count.
Ooh, didn't budge on the cutter. Wow. Nice at bat from Luis Renifo. That's why he's batting .315. We grooved a fastball and lucky that all that was fouled off. And we came in with the sweeper. Notice Colson Montgomery playing second base.
Oh,
In order to make this lineup work. That's how Colson Montgomery is going to operate right now to help the team out. That's why he's one of our captains. He's going to do whatever helps us win. Next up, Carlos Espinoza. There's the cutter in for a strike. There's Jordan Sprinkle playing a shortstop, which is the only position he can play, if I remember. So that's why we are moving Colson Montgomery to short, or to second base from his shortstop position. Carlos Correa hit third. Fell off that sweeper. And so far, the move seems to be paying off. Jordan Sprinkle hitting very well early on. And a strikeout from the cannon. We've played one. It's 1-0 good guys. Next up, Jason Dominguez. He's been flirting with 240. We've been talking about getting up to 250. But 237's not where we want it to be, but that's going to help. That ball ripped into the gap. We were all on that fastball. That's going to be a stand-up double for Jason Dominguez. That'll raise the average. His 15th double of the year. Here is Evan Carter hitting 6th today. He's going to move the runner over to third. Good job, Evan Carter. He's going to pull that circle change. And that puts the runner in a sacrifice fly position with Ryan Clifford up, who's hitting 261. All right, drive him in, Ryan Clifford. Can't connect with the sweeper. And that makes it a 1-2 count. And I am going to circle swing here with Ryan Clifford. And that is not going to get the job done. Ryan Clifford pops up in the infield. Ryan Clifford, come on. And that means we're going to need a 2-out hit from our captain, Colson Montgomery, 2-time All-Star. Can he bring home that second run? He was on that circle change, but a little early. 1-2 count here for Pablo Lopez trying to get out of this jam. And he does with the 12-6 curve. Sox threaten but don't deliver. We go to the bottom of the second. 1-0 score. Leading off is Anthony Santander. Now on the Twins. And he strikes out on the four-seam fastball. Jonathan Cannon picks up his second strikeout of the day. And Royce Lewis batting fifth, hitting 263. Cannon doesn't get the call on the cutter. What a great season Royce Lewis is having. 23 home runs, 75 RBIs. Nice season from Royce Lewis. And Cannon doesn't get the call on either pitch. That was probably a ball. The previous one wasn't. And that brings up Josh Naylor. Can't have a hard time finding the strike zone right now. Ooh, possible double play ball. Colson, 4, 6, 3 on the double play. And think about when we got that random event that had us teach a position, and we said, hey, let's move Colson Montgomery, let's teach him second base. Why that is really paying off here, because that allows him to make this play, and we're allowed to play Jordan Sprinkle. That positional flexibility from our star, Colson Montgomery, has allowed us to make this lineup work. Next up is Kyle Teal leading off. The rookie catcher having a solid season, 241. I say solid because, from the catcher position, strike out there. Now, I am just hoping for basically 240 and good defense. Here comes the RBI of the game, Jamie Blair hitting 275. This time he's going to pop it up, unfortunately, though, to third base. Yeah, that was quite a way to start off the game with that solo shot from Jamie Blair. Not really known for his power potential. Here's Jordan Sprinkle. 0 for 1 on the day. Hitting a cool 400 in his 10 at-bats so far in the majors.
Ball, that's outside.
4th round pick for us in 2022. He just was doing a lot of good hitting in the minors, and he got the call. And there's another shot! Back, and off the wall. And that's going to be a double for Jordan Sprinkle. He's now 5 for 11 since he got called up. His second double in those 5 hits. He misses a home run by mere feet. Oh. Yeah, maybe about 4 or 5 foot more. Still, though, great stroke on the fastball. And now Melendez has a runner in scoring position with 2 outs. Can he bring him home? And we're going to hit that down the line, but it's just foul. Yeah, Melendez doesn't have the greatest clutch, only a 39 clutch. and he's going to strike out. So we've been threatening all 3 innings, and yet we still only have 1 run to show. But we are definitely hitting Pablo Lopez pretty well. Byron Buxton batting 7th for these Twins. Rips that ball down the left field line. Yeah, this is a pretty good. A lot of named players here for the Twins. I'm not surprised that their record reflects, because this is honestly a pretty good, potent lineup offensively.
That's a ball.
And we're batting Byron Buxton 7th. Says a lot about your squad. He is going to pop up here to Ryan Clifford for 101. Yeah, the drop-off in our team from wild card contender to that losing streak as Rodriguez swings and misses on the circle change. I'm still very pleased with where this team is in year 2. Like, we've made great strides, and we strike them out on the sinker. And there's been a lot of turnover in this lineup. When you look who was on our opening day roster in season 1 to now, a lot of turnover. You're trying to, wow, Cannon's just throwing darts right now. We're just trying to remake this team into some young talent that has a chance. And let's face it, this team is on the rise. And I'm not expecting a wild card this season. That's out of the question. But I am looking for more wins than we had last year. Keep developing. And when you look at these Twins, and they're 9-1 over their last 10, so this is a hot Twins team coming into this game. And yet, right now, to go to the top of the 4th, we're winning. It is a 1-0 lead, but still.
2 balls, 1 strike.
I like how we're fighting. I like that Burleson's starting to heat up his bat. That's a good sign for us.
That's ball 3.
That's the kind of high you show when you're hitting as well as he is right now. I guessed high fastball, didn't get it. Getting over 12-6 curveball, and the count is full to a 272 hitting Alec Burleson. And he's going to rip this into the gap. Back. It's going to be off the wall. Now, Burleson doesn't have a lot of speed. It's going to be a close play, and he's going to be in there. Another double off the wall for this White Sox squad. 26th double of the year for Alec Burleson. And we are finding the gaps today. Now, Jason Dominguez, runner scoring position. What can you do with it? Good eye, Jason Dominguez.
2-1.
His hit earlier has him up to 239. Can we get over 240? Ooh! That ball hung. Didn't quite have the piece side placement perfectly there. Dominguez doing all he can here to make contact and move Burleson over. Just got a piece of that. Woo, another piece. Good at bat here from Jason Dominguez.
The count's full.
And he's going to work the count to full. Evan Carter on deck. Oh, that ball was ripped. Perfect at bat. Unfortunately, it's a ground out. But as you can see on the screen, that was a perfect blast. 112 off the bat for Jason Dominguez. Good play by the Twins, though. Let's watch the replay. Yeah, you saw the dirt come up on that hit. Good defensive play. Dominguez did do his job, so to speak. He did move the run over. Now, can we get him home, unlike we failed to in the previous inning?
Ball in.
There we go, Evan Carter. That's a 2-2 count. Bring him home. And that would do it if it stayed fair. Unfortunately, we could not keep that sweeper fair. Now Pablo Lopez up to 70 pitches. Good foul up on that sinker. Yeah, you really feel like we keep threatening. We've got to do more than have a 1-run lead. Let's get this run in, get a 2-run lead. Whew, just off the end of the bat on that 12-6 curve. Evan Carter's average doesn't look really impressive with 213, but he is definitely a star in the making for us. And that ball was lined out to first base. Fortunately, didn't get doubled up. But man, 2 hard hit balls. That was so 2 balls hit of 100 miles per hour off the bat on exit velo. Neither one is a hit, and neither one scores the runner on second base. And now we're left with Ryan Clifford with 2 outs. As he swings through the circle change. Clifford only hitting 208 with runners in scoring position this year, hitting 260 overall. As we foul off that sweeper. Yeah, we're having opportunities. We have to take advantage. Come on, Ryan Clifford. Strikeout on the four-seamer. Pablo Lopez continues his dance around danger. He's only given up the first hit of the game, the home run. Other than that, he's had runners on base and we haven't been able to get him home. And we're back to the top of the lineup. That's going to be the first hit for the Twins. Good cutoff, Jason Dominguez, to hold that to a single. I had a decision point there. Do you go for the catch or hold it to a single? Good job holding it to a single. That brings up Carlos Espinoza. And we throw in the sinker there. Of course, we are looking for the double play ball there. Or the strikeout. That's what that cutter is looking to get. Espinoza has worked the count full. There's that sinker looking for that double play ball. We go back to the cutter. Can Melendez get there? He's got time. And he makes the play, one away. Good pitch to Espinoza. That brings up Carlos Correa. 277 on the year. 20 dingers, 68 RBIs. A pitcher like Ken, having that sinker is very helpful in situations like this. Look at that. Correa was looking for it. Oh, he gets him on the sweeper. Yeah, Cannon doesn't have a slider, but that sweeper takes its place. It's slower moving, but his 5th strikeout. Great pitch from Cannon. That brings up Anthony Santander. 27 dingers on the year. He's going to swing on that sinker. Gets by Teal. And the runner will move up to scoring position. I think we'll trade that, though, for the strike.
I got 3 and 2.
Go with these. Oh, we get him on the circle change. Beautiful pitch. Santander doesn't believe it. Cannon's pumped. We go to the top of the 5th. That's a 1-0 White Sox lead. Watch Cannon's reaction. He knew it. Big pitch. As we look at the two pitchers, both have done a good job holding the runs down. We've done a great job getting hits. Unfortunately, we haven't been able to make more than the solo home run score. And we start at the top of the 5th. Colson Montgomery leading off.
Nope, outside.
And just looking at Pablo Lopez's stamina, you got to feel like this is probably his last inning.
Hey! 2 balls.
It's down 2. That's going to be hit off the end of the bat for a fly out to F8. 1 away. Good pitch from Lopez on that sinker. That brings up Kyle Teal hitting .239 in his first year as a starter.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Strikeout on the sweeper from Pablo Lopez. He may be able to make it to the 6th inning pitching like this. All right, Jamie Blair. Remind him why he's trailing. We waited perfectly on that sweeper, but it's going to be a ground out. Lopez has his first flawless inning as far as hits go. And we're still clinging to that 1-0 lead. But this is a dangerous offense. I don't think one's going to be enough. Good pitch for Lewis. Goes Lewis.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
1-2 count.
Ball 2.
Thought I might surprise him with that fastball. I thought he'd be thinking junk, so I tried to go fastball there. Now we'll go junk. Woo! We got away with the one there. That sweeper was a little too high in the zone for my taste. Pulse Montgomery ranges back, makes the catch. One away. Well, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. Josh Naylor up. Swings late on that sinker.
2 balls, 2
So
strikes.
why not give him a sinker again? That ball was okay. Cannon's starting to hang some of his pitches. So see if we can get those down in the zone eventually. Although this is meant to be high. And we get the strikeout call. Backwards K clips the inside corner. That brings up Byron Buxton. Good pitch. Down with the cannon.
Ball inside.
That was a good pitch too. Light location. He earns count though too. And that's good. Circle change. Sprinkle makes the play. And we've played 5. Cannon showing why he is our ace. 5 innings of scoreless ball. Let's see if we can't get just a little bit more runs though. And the Twins are done. Pablo Lopez, they're going to bring in Brock Stewart, who is struggling this year mightily. 6.59 ERA. Righty's hitting 282. Lefty's 306. Let's see if we cannot take advantage of this. Look at Jordan Sprinkle. 4.55. All right, Brock Stewart's featuring 5 pitches as well. Got that fastball, his primary pitch. He's got some options. He went with the sweeper.
1 ball, 2
Full
strikes.
Sands in the bullpen for the Twins. Whew, that ball came in fast. Jordan Sprinkle's thinking, I haven't seen this kind of pitching in the minors. This time he's going to fly it off harmlessly to center field. That'll drop his 4.55 average. Next up, Ivan Melendez. Rule 5 star for us now. Cooling a bit, down to 261.
Ball.
So star may be a little bit of a stretch,
2 balls,
but
1 strike.
he's definitely been a big boost to this team's offensive performances over the last 2 months.
That's ball 3.
Yeah, Brock Stewart's still on gas there. I mean, that's a 95 sinker up in the zone. Get that up to 97 too. That's what's crazy. 99 on the gun.
3-2.
Full count for Ivan Melendez. Whew, 98. Brock Stewart straight dealing out of the bullpen. He's a good player. We might have him on our team. And it gets me out with the circle change. Good pitch from Brock Stewart. Maybe talk myself into it. Next up, Alec Burleson. Against the Twins this year, he's been a twin killer. 360 with 4 home runs. Love that they have that kind of stats. Great job, MLB The Show, for producing those sorts of graphics this year. That ball was crushed but foul. Yeah, has the gameplay changed a ton from last year? I would say not really that much, but some of the graphical flourishes really enhance the experience when you're playing franchise.
Ball 2.
Take from Burleson. That's a great pitch, too, by Stewart. I mean, that might get called a strike, but what are we going to do with that? Foul off or swing and miss?
Count is 3-2.
Another full count, though. And we are going to hit over the top of that ball. Nice play by the Twins second baseman again. He made a couple of good plays on balls. We go to the top of the 6th. Kansas pitched 83 pitches, the bottom of 6th. So I think we're going to start warming people. I think it's time to be thinking about that. And I think we're going to go with Once and Mata. Just in case. 8-9-1 for the Twins in this inning. Strikes out Emmanuel Rodriguez in his weak .216 average. 8th strikeout for Jonathan Cannon. That brings up Diego Cartea. I throw in the circle change a lot. Yeah, I didn't think he'd be ready for it. We really haven't utilized it much today.
2 strikes.
And we're going to get Diego to pop up to Clifford in foul territory for the second out. And if Cannon can stay this efficient this inning, he might get another look. 3-2 count. Oh, that walk is probably going to mean this is the last inning now for Cannon. 98 pitches. Oh, you do not want to walk Espinosa here. This is the guy you want to get. And we are going to get the ground ball, the second. Olsen makes the play. Cannon, 6 innings, quality start. He gives up 1 hit the whole game. That single to right field. And a brilliant pitching performance from Cannon. He will possibly get the win or no decision, but he cannot get the loss. Cole Sands comes in, another good dealer for the Twins out of their bullpen. And we're going to give them Dominguez to start off. This Cole Sands features his cutter as his primary pitch. Not very fast. He does have a fastball that's faster. Splitter, slurve, and sinker. So a lot of pitches with movement going down. So let's be aware of that. And we see an example there of that splitter. Downward motion. Sands has that exaggerated leg kick in this delivery as he goes back to the splitter. Can't get distracted by that leg kick. Just focus on the baseball, Jason. And we do wait on that pitch, unfortunately, on that slurve. It's probably a ball, but boy, it looked good. That's a good pitch. Full singles. Next up is Evan Carter down to 212. I still, though, believe that is a trade for the future for us.
2 balls, 1 strike.
One thing I do worry about is our salary cap issues in the offseason. Will we be able to bring everybody back? Carter got around on that cutter. Didn't get enough of it. It's at the warning track. Evan Carter, you're hitting 212. That's what happens. You just don't get quite enough. I mean, that's right at the wall. Good stroke though from Carter. Took that cutter, turned over on it, but just a little bit too early.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Clifford dips now under the 260s at 259. And he's going to rip this down the first base side, but flip to the pitcher. Cole Sands there. Good job fielding your position for the pitcher there to hit the first. 7th stretch time. 1-0 Sox. Both pitchers pitched phenomenally today. Will Cannon get the call? It's right, switch right. Wants has done so well this year, and I think we are going to go with Wants. We're going to trust in Wants. We trust. 3.25 ERA. I think he's 6-0, 5 holds. And what we will do though, we will have Raymond ready and waiting. And we will warm up Paredes. A low-scoring game like this, you want everyone ready to go. Watts is going to face 3-4-5, which is another reason why I wanted to bring him out. No reason to send him up against those guys another time. Watts gets by with a not great pitch there. It was so bad it was good. And we're going to go back to it. 2-2 count against Correa. He's seen 2 slurves in a row. Ooh, That's a good pitch. I'm okay with that. And not okay with that circle change placement. That was ripped back up the middle. Probably lucky it was just a single. You don't want to leave circle changes in that part of the plate. And now the Twins all of a sudden have a go-ahead run at home plate. And Anthony Santander. And we know he can give them the lead with one swing of the bat. 27 dingers already this season. That's a double play ball opportunity. Nope. Colson's going to go to first. Didn't want to make a bigger inning out of it. Not playing this primary position. Wasn't comfortable with the throw to second there. I'm okay with that. One out.
That's in. Ball 2.
Royce Lewis up. He is Mr. Clutch with 3:09 with runners in scoring position.
That's ball 3.
You wonder if they're pitching around him here just a bit. And we left that slur a little bit over the plate. Might want to stay away from that pitch.
Ball 4.
Don't get the call. So now the Twins have a rally, first and second, and one out. With Josh Naylor up. It's lefty, right, lefty. And I think we are going to bring Ray Mata. So Ray Mata is going to come in to get us out of this jam. It's lefty, righty, lefty, but the righty in the middle is about equal splits. And with Mata's strange delivery, although lefties are hitting 311 against him, feel he can get us a double play ball here. Not there, though. That's going to be a liner. And fortunately for us, great arm in center, and the bases are loaded with one out. 109 exit velo there for Josh Naylor. And his 13-game hitting streak happens there. What a pitch. So, can Ray Mata get us out of this jam? Bases loaded. Aaron Buxton. That's going to be blooped into right field. Can we make the play? We do make the play. Unbelievable. Great play there from Jason Dominguez, earning that sizable contract of his. And that means Emmanuel Rodriguez is the man of the day. He's 2 strikeouts so far, 0 for 2. Let's get him a third one. Back up the middle. We make the play. Colson Montgomery flips it to shortstop, force out, and we get out of that jam with no runs. And Ray Mata's face shows it all. He realizes with the fist pump that we are clean in this lead. And they bring in another stud reliever in Duran. He is hungry like the wolf. Yeah, this Twins team is legit. What we just learned there is we've got to get just a little bit more runs before we're going to be ready and waiting with Kratos. And we're going to stretch and toss Curtis. All right. Duran features the 4-seamer, splitter, and 12-6 curve. Woo, that ball came in fast. 103 on the gun. 103 pops up Colson Montgomery. We were late, shockingly, on 103. And that brings up Kyle Teal, who is 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. He does have a favorable hitter's count at 2-1. We're ready for that pitch now. Oh, and then it goes to the splitter, of course. A 95 splitter. Filthy. Two count. Yeah, I don't know that I would throw that 12-6 curve when I've got a 103 fastball in my disposal. I think I would be looking dead red here. Instead, he goes with the splitter, and we draw the walk. Nice job, Kyle Teal. And Jamie Blair's up. Is they're going to show a highlight here. Thank you very much. The only run of the day so far, the leadoff hitter in the game. It felt like there was going to be more scoring than this, but as of now, it's held 1-0. Ooh, 100 from Duran. As we look at 31,000 plus have made it to see this game, Minnesota and Chicago.
Full count.
Duran having a hard time controlling. Full count. Oh, he went with the 12-6 curve. I was looking fastball. Strikes out. And that brings up Jordan Sprinkle. 5 for 12 on his first chance in the big leagues. Could quite get around on that 100-mile-an-hour fastball. Don't see pitchers like this every day in the minors, do you, Jordan? Barely gets around on that 100-mile. That was a great pitch. Just in the zone. And he strikes me out on the 12-6 curve. That's right, Jordan. He makes a lot of people look that silly. We go to the bottom of the 8th. We hold on to that 1-0 lead. Yeah, we're going to go with Paredes here in the... Actually going to warm up Curtis and then bring in Paredes. So Paredes is going to come in. Raymana, you did your job, and you did it well. Even though you did give up that hit. But still, you didn't let him score. That's the key. And then comes in Enoli Paredes. His ERA a little higher than the rest of our people in our bullpen. So he's going to face 9, 1, and 2. That's all he faces. Olson Montgomery, good range.
He's out.
Throws him out, 1 away. Good way to start off the inning. You don't want to let the 90-man on.
Nope.
And the umpire didn't like that pitch location. But we get it back there with that sinker. We had struggles on our fastball there, and the count is full. And we don't get the call on the perfect pitch. And the Twins draw the walk. Tying run to first. Go ahead, run at the plate. Espinoza couldn't come through last time. We get him this time. It's got to be sinker. 3, 6, 3 on the double play. We turned the double play. Beautifully done by Paredes after giving up the walk. Yeah, I don't think they want him batting second, that Espinosa. He's not ready for that. By the way, great throw from Clifford. Good, strong throw. We go to the 9th inning. Still 1-0. They're going to bring in another good pitcher in Zach Jackson. We're going to send up 3, 4, 5. And Curtis, we're going to come in the 9th inning to face Perea Santander. So 3, 4, 5. Would be nice to get a run here. Melendez hits Jackson. Jackson features 4-seamer slider and circle change. Although not the velocity that we saw in the previous pitcher. Zach Jackson's still a fine pitcher. But I must say I'm a little relieved. As we drive that ball into the center field gap. It's going to bounce off the wall, and we're going to have a stand-up double. Errant throw. Not stand up quite as we slide. But we might pinch run for Melendez. Nice job, Melendez. As he is our third baseman. But 61 fielding. Can we get speed there? We can get Brooks Baldwin speed there. Or we get Von Brown only a little bit more speed. I think we're going to go Brooks Baldwin. So Baldwin's going to pinch run. And Al Burleson, your job is to get him over. Look at that. Inside placement on that slider. Beautiful.
Nope, that's
Burleson does a good job of taking that pitch from Zach Jackson. Look for something to drive, Alec. Something to drive. There it was. And he moves the runner over to third base. Good job, Alec Burleson. A little early on the circle change, but that's what you want. Pull that ball, move the runner, and now we have a chance. Jason Dominguez. Bring him home. The infield plane in.
Nope.
Good take from Dominguez. Not biting on that circle change. 3-1 count.
Ball four.
And they don't get the call on the slider. Now they do set up the double play, but good eye from Dominguez. That brings up Evan Carter. Evan Carter, can you bring him home? Evan Carter would be hard to double up. Now they're more at double play depth, but yeah, I think he'd be hard to double up. Swing through the fastball.
One ball.
Yeah, Carter struggled with runners in scoring positions here, hitting a cool 170. Not like when he hasn't had runners that he's hit much better. Fouls that one off. Yeah, but at a 211 average, it's not like he's been tearing the world up. And he's not going to get the job done here, as he's going to pop up at the shortstop. And once again, we can't come through with a runner at third base in less than 2 outs. And we're going to need some 2-out magic from Ryan Clifford. Can Ryan Clifford come through for this Sox squad? He is not. He does hit the ball pretty well, but we are going to go into the 9th inning clinging to a 1-0 lead, and we are going to be facing the heart of the Twins lineup, Correa, Santander, and Royce Lewis. Yes, we want to bring John Curtis into the game. In his limited role so far, he is 4-0. He has 4 out of 5 save opportunities, 2.63 ERA. What a great Rule 5 pickup he's been. They're chanting MVP. And that ball is hit far. Jason Dominguez back, off the wall. And we are struggling to get the ball. No, not this way, not this way. A leadoff triple for Carlos Correa. And the Sox. This is why you can't blow those opportunities. Correa off the wall, misplayed. And now John Curtis has some work to do. High run at third. Winning run at the plate. We know Santander can end this game with one swing of the bat. He's shown it 27 times this year. He has that kind of power. And that is fouled into the left field, third base side bleachers. How can we get the strikeout? Ooh. I like it though, Curtis. I like it. Foul ball. If you count, we were playing the shortstop in. Sprinkle throws to first. And good job, Jordan Sprinkle. Look the runner back. Now there's one away. Good play, Jordan Sprinkle. Okay, dodge one bullet. Now you got Royce Lewis. Strike. Swings through that. Yeah, Lewis 309 runners in scoring position this year. Ooh, just fouls off that slider. Curtis had him set up for it. Somehow gets a piece of it again. Royce Lewis battling up there. Professional hitter. Did he go around? Did he go around? Oh, he did not. The umpire does not say he went around, and it's a 2-2 count. Ooh, that could have been the game right there. And we struck him out on the two-seamer. John Curtis battles back, and now it's going to take a hit from the Twins. Or a wild pitch. I only say that because the slider is a possibility. Nice replay there from John Curtis. 2 away. Josh Naylor. Can he make it work? Sorry, I had to lift my can out there. And we're just going to take a break here to get settled. 2-1 count. Josh Naylor
Ball.
looks at ball 3. We have Byron Buxton up next. Ooh! Josh Naylor was all over that pitch. I am not going to throw that again to him. Well, we'll go 2-seam to the outside. Ooh, just off the end of the bat. Johnny Curtis looking to nail down this save after getting up the leadoff triple. Did he get him to go around? They said he held. So the Twins coax a walk. Now the winning run at first. Tying run at third. Long-time Twin Byron Buxton up, hitting .246. Looking at a 1-1.
That's a ball. 2 balls.
Hitting 185 this year with runners in scoring position.
That's ball.
And he has looked at 2 consecutive balls here. And they're going to walk him. And the bases are loaded. And Manuel Rodriguez, we gave him some shade earlier in the episode. He's 0 for 3. He's hitting .205. But maybe that was strategic. We wanted to face him. He's going to hit this ball deep down the line. It is hooking foul. And Rodriguez almost ended it with one swing of the bat. But now he's 1 strike away from being out of this game. Oh, he just got a piece of that. And now there's a little concern with John Curtis. He's thrown 34 pitches this inning. And he strikes him out! John Curtis gets the save and a nail-biter. Somehow, John Curtis gives up a leadoff triple to Byron Buxton, and the Twins showed the same ineptitude of getting a runner and scoring from third with less than 2 outs as we did, although we showed a much larger propensity to do that in several innings. Somehow, we get the win, and that means that Jonathan Cannon gets the win. Pablo Lopez gets the loss. He goes to 10-10. Curtis gets his 5th save. It was not pretty. A leadoff triple, 2 intentional walks. Whew. What a game. What a game indeed. Not to mention, that's worth a D20 and expenditure probability rating. And so we are going to roll that die now as we look at these highlights. Let's look at the player of the game. Cannon goes 6 innings, gets 8 strikeouts, gives up 2 walks, only 1 hit. Jamie Blair had the only run of the game, his solo shot, leading off the game, and then no more runs the rest of the game. Dominguez, Burleson, and Sprinkle all had hits, all had doubles actually, many of them off the wall. Curtis gets his 5th save. Bray had a good game, 2 for 4 with a triple. Unfortunately for him though, he wasn't able to come home. The White Sox get the win. Nailed it. 1-0 Fisher final. Now it's time to roll 20-sided die and see what that does to a EPR. Now, EPR rating. Let's try to locate the sheet. I'm still struggling to find it. Let's pause so we can.
So that's all for now. If you haven't already, subscribe and smash that like button and tell a friend. The Chicago White Sox. We are playing some baseball. Have a great day, everybody.